Their relationship wasn't just about work. It wasn't just a casual friendship either. Behind the camera, beyond the spotlight, there was something else. Something that couldn't quite be put into words. Today, we're diving into one particular moment. A moment that still echoes in the hearts of many. A moment when Wang Yibo stood tall and fearless right in front of Xiao Zhan. And even more surprising was the silent glance that followed. A glance that said more than 1,000 words ever could. Their first encounter wasn't just a coincidence. Two personalities from opposite poles collided on one phenomenal project, the Untamed. On one side, Wang Yibo, the cool, silent writer, mysterious and unreadable. On the other, Xiao Zhan, a man whose smile lit up every room, exuding warmth and ease. Many doubted they'd ever grow close. Too different, too distant, too unlikely. Even the production crew assumed their relationship would remain strictly professional. But time proved everyone wrong. Interview after interview, fan events, subtle glances, casual touches that felt anything but casual. Everything began to form a pattern. A pattern that wasn't normal. They weren't just comfortable with each other. They were in sync. And their energy, their chemistry, was simply undeniable. Not acting, not scripted, something real. And that's when the whispers began. This isn't just bromance. Away from the cameras, when the spotlight faded, something else emerged. An energy, a pull, a presence. Wang Yibo, the man of few words, would often look at Xiao Zhan in a way that spoke volumes. As if there was something he wanted to say, but didn't. During one particular photo shoot, the moment was caught on camera. Yibo approached casually at first, but then his expression shifted. His eyes locked onto Xiao Zhan's with a sharp focus. Deep, intense, silent. Xiao Zhan noticed. He didn't say a word. He just smiled. But it wasn't his usual warm smile. It was soft, nervous, like someone trying to keep a secret from showing on their face. Then, when the photographer called them to pose together, Wang Yibo did something unexpected. He stepped closer, much closer than he usually would. The space between them became almost non-existent, barely a whisper apart. Fans watching the clip lost it. That wasn't just courage. That was a silent confession. Perhaps the most viral moment, the one that sent shockwaves across the fandom, happened at a prestigious award show. Xiao Zhan was called up to the stage to receive an award. Wang Yibo sat quietly in the audience, surrounded by fellow celebrities. The moment Xiao Zhan rose from his seat, Wang Yibo's eyes followed, not with indifference, but with something deeper. Pride, admiration. Then came the moment that stunned everyone. As Xiao Zhan took his award, Wang Yibo stood up. His applause came late, but lasted longer than the rest. And his gaze didn't waver. He stood not as a co-star, not as a colleague, but as someone who cared deeply and didn't mind if the world saw. In the midst of rumors, scrutiny, and an industry that thrives on image control, Yibo stood his ground. Was that courage? It was more than that. It was a declaration. A quiet one, but louder than any press release. The fandom didn't let it go. Theories exploded across social media. Clips were slowed down, zoomed in, dissected frame by frame. Every little movement was analyzed. The way Yibo stole glances. The way Xiao Zhan touched his chest subtly after Yibo walked away. The way their hands almost brushed and then hesitated. And then came the clip. The legendary moment when Wang Yibo said during an interview, "I'm not afraid as long as he's there." A phrase that seemed innocent to outsiders. But for those who followed their journey, it felt like a direct message. Not loud, but real. A quiet affirmation that shook those who heard it. Is this all just fantasy? Or is there something more? Something hidden in plain sight? One thing is certain. Wang Yibo's courage to stay, to look, to care, even without words, is a form of love that defies labels. Maybe it's not the kind of love we see in dramas. Maybe it's something purer, something built on trust, understanding, and a bond that doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops. Their relationship might never be confirmed, but maybe that's the beauty of it. Sometimes, the most honest stories are the ones told in silence. And that was the moment when Wang Yibo stood in front of Xiao Zhan and let the world see. That was the silent stare that rippled through the fandom like a wave of electricity. A moment so real, it didn't need dialogue. So honest, it couldn't be staged. Did you see it too? Or do you have another moment that moved you even more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your theories. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories filled with mystery, emotion, and the kind of unspoken bonds that change everything. Until next time, remember, sometimes the loudest truth is found in the quietest glance.